English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy, a self-study reference and practice book for intermediate learners of English. Unit 49, Questions 1. Section A. In questions, we usually put the subject after the first verb.
Will Tom be here tomorrow?
Have you been working hard?
When was the house built?
Remember that the subject comes after the first verb.
Is Catherine working today?
Section B. In present simple questions, we use do or does.
Do you live near here?
What time does the film start?
In past simple questions, we use did.
Did you sell your car?
Why did the train stop?
But do not use do, does, did if who or what, etc. is the subject of the sentence. Compare. Who object? Emma phoned somebody. Who did Emma phone? Who subject? Somebody phoned Emma. Who phoned Emma? In these examples, who or what, etc. is the subject.
Who wants something to eat?
What happened to you last night?
How many people came to the meeting?
Which bus goes to the centre?
Section C. Note the position of prepositions in questions beginning who, what, which, where.
Who do you want to speak to?
What was the weather like yesterday?
Which job has Tina applied for?
Where are you from?
You can use preposition plus whom in formal style.
To whom do you wish to speak?
Section D. Isn't it? Didn't you? Etc. Negative questions. We use negative questions especially to show surprise.
Didn't you hear the doorbell? I rang it 3 times.
Or when we expect the listener to agree with us.
Haven't we met before?
Yes, I think we have.
Note the meaning of yes and no in answers to negative questions.
Don't you want to go?
Yes.
Don't you want to go?
No.
Note the word order in negative questions beginning why.
Why don't we eat out tonight?
Why wasn't Emma at work yesterday?
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it. Unit 50. Questions 2. Do you know where? He asked me where. Section A. Do you know where? Or I don't know why. Or could you tell me what? Etc. We say,
Where has Tom gone?
But
Do you know where Tom has gone?
not do you know where has Tom gone? When the question, where has Tom gone, is part of a longer sentence, do you know, or I don't know, or can you tell me, etc., the word order changes. We say,
what time is it?
But
Do you know what time it is?
who are those people?
But
I don't know who those people are.
where can I find Louise?
But
Can you tell me where I can find Louise?
how much will it cost?
But
Do you have any idea how much it will cost?
be careful with do, does, did questions. We say,
what time does the film start?
But
Do you know what time the film starts?
what do you mean?
But
Please explain what you mean.
why did she leave early?
But
I wonder why she left early.
use if or whether where there is no other question word. What, why, etc.
Did anybody see you?
But,
Do you know if anybody saw you?
or,
Do you know whether anybody saw you?
Section B. He asked me where. Reported questions. The same changes in word order happen in reported questions. Compare.
The police officer said to us,
Where are you going?
The police officer asked us where we were going.
Claire said,
what time do the banks close?
Claire wanted to know what time the banks closed.
In reported speech, the verb usually changes to the past. Were, closed, etc. See Unit 47. Study these examples. You had an interview for a job, and these were some of the questions the interviewer asked you.
Are you willing to travel? What do you do in your spare time? How long have you been working in your present job? Why did you apply for the job? Can you speak any other languages? Do you have a driving license?
Later, you tell a friend what the interviewer asked you. You use reported speech.
She asked if I was willing to travel. She wanted to know what I did in my spare time. She asked how long I had been working in my present job. She asked why I had applied for the job. She wanted to know if I could speak any other languages. She asked if I had a driving license.
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it. Unit 51. Auxiliary verbs. Have, do, can, etc. I think so. I hope so, etc. Section A. In each of these sentences, there is an auxiliary verb and a main verb.
I have lost my keys.
She can't come to the party.
The hotel was built 10 years ago.
Where do you live?
In these examples, have, can't, was, do are auxiliary verbs. You can use an auxiliary verb when you don't want to repeat something.
Have you locked the door?
Yes, I have.
Gary wasn't working, but Laura was.
Jessica could lend me the money, but she won't.
Use do, does, did for the present and past simple.
Do you like onions?
Yes, I do.
Does Simon live in London?
He did, but he doesn't anymore.
You can use auxiliary verbs to deny what somebody says.
You're sitting in my place.
No, I'm not.
You didn't lock the door before you left.
Yes, I did.
Section B. We use have you, isn't she, do they, etc. to show interest in what somebody has said or to show surprise.
I've just seen Stephen.
Oh, have you? How is he?
Lisa isn't very well today.
Oh, isn't she? What's wrong with her?
It rained every day during our holiday.
Did it? What a shame.
James and Tanya are getting married.
Are they? Really?
Section C. We use auxiliary verbs with so and neither.
I'm tired.
So am I.
I never read newspapers.
Neither do I.
Sarah hasn't got a car, and neither has Mark.
Note the word order after so and neither. Verb before subject.
I passed the exam, and so did Paul.
Instead of neither, you can use nor. You can also use not either.
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Or,
Nor do I.
or,
I don't either.
Section D. I think so, I hope so, etc. After some verbs, we use so when we don't want to repeat something.
Are those people Korean?
I think so.
Will you be at home this evening?
I expect so.
Do you think Kate has been invited to the party?
I suppose so.
In the same way, we say, I hope so, I guess so, and I'm afraid so. The usual negative forms are I think so or I expect so. I don't think so or I don't expect so. I hope so or I'm afraid so or I guess so. I hope not or I'm afraid not or I guess not. I suppose so, I don't suppose so, or I suppose not.
Is that woman American?
I think so.
or,
I don't think so.
do you think it will rain?
I hope so.
Or,
I hope not.
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it. Unit 52. Question tags. Do you, isn't it, etc. Section A. Study these examples.
you haven't seen Lisa today, have you?
No, I haven't.
It was a good film, wasn't it?
Yes, it was great.
Have you and wasn't it are question tags, means mini questions that we often put on the end of a sentence in spoken English. In question tags, we use an auxiliary verb, have, was, will, etc. We use do, does, did for the present and past simple. See Unit 51.
Karen plays the piano, doesn't she?
Well, yes, but not very well.
You didn't lock the door, did you?
No, I forgot.
Section B. Normally, we use a negative question tag after a positive sentence and a positive question tag after a negative sentence.
Kate will be here soon, won't she?
There was a lot of traffic, wasn't there?
Joe should pass the exam, shouldn't he?
Kate won't be late, will she?
They don't like us, do they?
You haven't eaten yet, have you?
Notice the meaning of yes and no in answer to a negative sentence.
You're not going out today, are you?
Yes.
Or,
No.
Section C. The meaning of a question tag depends on how you say it. If your voice goes down, you are not really asking a question. You are only inviting the listener to agree with you.
It's a nice day, isn't it?
Yes, beautiful.
Paul doesn't look well today, does he?
no, he looks very tired.
Lisa's very funny. She's got a great sense of humour, hasn't she?
Yes, she has.
But if the voice goes up, it is a real question.
You haven't seen Lisa today, have you?
No, I haven't.
Means have you by chance seen Lisa today? You can use a negative sentence plus positive tag to ask for things or information or to ask somebody to do something. The voice goes up at the end of the tag in sentences like this.
You haven't got a pen, have you?
Yes, here you are.
You couldn't do me a favour, could you?
It depends what it is.
You don't know where Karen is, do you?
Sorry, I have no idea.
Section D. After let's, the question tag is shall we.
Let's go for a walk, shall we?
After don't, the question tag is will you.
Don't be late, will you?
After I'm, the negative question tag is aren't I.
I'm right, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Now you can do exercises. Please pause the video when you see the exercise that you need and do it. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.